Well, welcome back to another video. My name is Isaac Place from The Moment, and this is the story of my 2021 deer I named the Brady buck. He was my biggest bow buck to date, and I shot him on November 3rd. But instead of me sitting here talking to you guys, I'll put you guys up in the stand with me on my first sit for this buck. I went in and hunted a lone wolf in between after a morning sit, and yeah, I saw two really nice, young deer. But they're going to be nice probably this next coming up year. But I knew that spot was going to be fire after that, and you guys will see what happens next.
Well guys, I just got back up in the stand. It's still October 30th here in Ohio. After my morning sit, I grabbed my lone wolf setup and I came up to this other side of the lease here. And I just set up a stand. It looks really good over here. And I'm hoping I can see a pretty nice buck that we got on camera over here. When I was pulling in the driveway, there's 2 does in the driveway, and there's about 8 deer, about 80 yards from the stand here. And when I was climbing up, there's a doe, only about 40 yards, and she just cruised through. For some reason, the farmer didn't plant this field right here. It just grew up and has some clover in it, looks like, and there's a lot of green left, so hopefully these deer will come out and feed in it. I feel really good about this sit. It's a little rainy here and wet. It's been raining for the last 3 days. But it's October 30th, so I think the deer should be moving. This is the only tree I could find to set up in, really. It's a curvy black walnut tree, and I'm only this lone wolf a couple of days ago, and I hunted on October 30th in the evening. I routed in a good 2-year-old we had named Hollywood. He has a really good frame, but he's missing brow tines. He's super young, obviously. I routed him in, and then I routed in another good 3-year-old buck with a bunch of potential too. I had him over here at like 10 yards. I got this field to my right it's like the farmers didn't plant it this year, so it's like a bunch of green grass still grew up and a bunch of clover, which is really nice. Then to my left we have a big bedding area. It's just a bunch of high weeds. The weeds are probably about 3 to 4 foot tall, and probably 3 foot tall maybe. And there's probably probably about 10 acres of it. That's what a lot of these deer over here are bedding in. We don't have any cameras set up on this side of the farm, just on the other side. And on the other side we had only one really shooter that we named Elvis come in. But other than that, our camera's been pretty dry. It's been just tons of 2-year-olds. But there's been some deer spotted over on this side, so I hung up a set and we saw some deer, so I'm in here again this morning. I had a doe come in and she left her fawns behind, so I think the fawns are just bedded back in the weeds or something, I don't know, but I'll give it a little bit more time and I might rattle here, so stay tuned and hopefully we can see something good. Fighting action, come on. Get him. o'clock. It's been a crazy morning. I'm all shook up. If you guys saw that, I just had that stud come through. I saw him. I didn't get him on video first, but about 20 minutes before he came over by me, I saw a little buck moving over back behind me this way. And there's a doe out there. And then back behind these trees where I can't see, I heard some grunting. So then I grunted. And all of a sudden that buck just comes crashing out of the weeds. Started just running straight for them little bucks. Yeah, he ran around a little bit and chased the doe back into the timber about 200 yards away. Then I had two does come out behind me about 40 yards. I was like, oh crap, this might be the does that he was chasing. But it wasn't. They went and fed on it. Then all of a sudden I stand up and I see a doe working her way out. I was like, okay, maybe he's behind her. Because that's about where they ran in. No. Bob's out at about 80 yards right here. And he walked all the way like I wanted him to. But he just worked his way kind of out and he was 60 yards. I mean, if he was sitting there feeding at 60 yards, I might consider it, but after he ran back that way, that doe I rattled. So I don't know if that's what brought him in, or I just left them does and he's just searching now. But I'm gonna give it about a half hour or so. I don't know if he's gonna come back this way. So I got a fawn out here about 100 yards. She keeps on coming in and out, just feeding straight downwind. She doesn't smell me. But yeah, I'm gonna give it some more time. Try to sneak out of here. My dad's gonna be behind. I don't know if he's gonna be behind this stand tonight or a different stand, probably a different one. But I gotta meet up with him. He has to grab my rangefinder because he forgot his. But I got to do some schoolwork and I gotta go to work. So I can't sit here until the evening. If I could, I would probably sit here all day. But yeah, fingers crossed maybe he'll work back through by the time I get out of here. Probably not, but hopefully he stays in this area and maybe can see him in a couple days. So stay tuned. It's been a really good day. Good morning, everyone. Today is November 3rd here in Ohio. I got back up in this stand this morning, the same one I sat yesterday morning. And I had a really good encounter with the buck that I named him the Brady buck. He's a big old 12 point. I would say he's probably about 160-inch class. Got back up in here without spooking anything. It's a cold one. It's about 28 degrees. Northwest wind's a pretty good wind. I've seen two does and two fawns so far. I had a doe coming from the bedding, and she came in the field straight downwind, and she didn't smell me, and she kept working on. I still got them does behind me this way. I might rattle a little bit once they feed off, but as of now, nothing else. Pretty good start to the morning so far. Stay tuned, hopefully you can see something good. Thank you, Lord. That was the Brady bug. That was him. He's popped out like 20 yards. I hit him just far back, but I heard him crash right there and he didn't move. Oh my gosh. I gotta call my dad. Oh my gosh. I saw him. I heard him coming. He just stepped out 20 yards. Dad, I shot him. He came out 20 yards. I just heard something in the woods right in front of me. And he stepped out 20 yards and I shot him. It's just like a little far back, but I heard him. I think I heard him crash because I heard like a loud commotion and I didn't hear anything after that. All on video too. I think it's just a hair back right. I'm pretty sure I hit him in the lungs. Holy crap, that happened so fast. I literally heard just commotion like 20 yards over here. Well, no, like just in the woods, like right beside me, and I look, I just seen his rack move through. I'm like, oh, that's him. So I grabbed my bow, turned the camera on, and I pulled back before he even stepped out, and I smoked him. My arrow went in like halfway, which I had a 2-inch cut too. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the footage too, because I'm pretty sure I got it on camera. Okay. Alright, bye. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna text Brayden because he said he'll be over because he'll already be in Zanesfield. Okay. Alright, bye. Alright, I'm gonna call a couple of my bike. That's my biggest buck of my life. I don't know what he's gonna score, but he's a giant. I think he crashed, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna call a couple of my buddies, a couple of friends. My dad, he's hunting probably about 800 yards on the other side of the lease. I'm gonna give him a couple hours to hunt, so stay tuned and I'll let you guys know what's going on.
Well, guys, we just got the buck. Me and my dad went in there after him. He ran about 100 yards, but we just snuck in there real quick and wanted to make sure he was dead because this is my biggest buck to date. But he's a big old 11 point. I named him the Brady buck. I had an encounter with him yesterday at 60 yards, and this morning he came through at 23 yards by himself. And yeah, it's crazy that it's only November 3rd and me and Jace already got one on the ground. Braden's still out there. He's only killed one here, and my dad still has a tag. So hopefully we can get some more bucks on the ground. I'm just lost for words. I just can't wait to score this guy and see what he scores. But thanks for watching, and remember, we live for the moment.